Thank you so much. Great to be back at Finovate. My name is Chris Larsen. I'm CEO of OpenCoin. OpenCoin is the company that's building the Ripple network. Again, before OpenCoin, I was CEO of Prosper, a peer-to-peer lending company, and then before that, CEO of eLoan, which was an online lender. So a lot of you may have heard about Bitcoin. It's been in the news quite a bit lately. Ripple is really a second generation of the Bitcoin concept. And as many of you know, Bitcoin and Ripple are really two things. They are a new global currency, what we call a math-based currency. But maybe even as more importantly, they are global free payments networks. And what we've tried to focus in with Ripple is that second part. What we're trying to build is a global payment network that allows anyone, anywhere in the world, to send any currency basically for free, that is irreversible, so that you can make payments much more efficient. So we look at the currency that we've created in Ripple really as more of an enabler of a new global payment system. So let me show you briefly what that looks like. So here I have two wallets. These are open source applications that tie into Ripple, which is a distributed open source, will be open sourced protocol. In this one wallet, you can picture this as the sender, and the second wallet, the receiver of a payment. Could be a merchant, could be a friend. You'll notice in this first wallet that I've got a number of different currencies. Again, Ripple is multi-currency. So let's start off with Ripple. Ripples are the native currency of the Ripple network. They're analogous to Bitcoin in that they are currencies without a central authority. So the amount of those currency can never be changed by any human. It's simply based on a math equation. There can never be any more of them. They therefore can never be debased. And they can be sent to anybody on the Ripple network without counterparty risk. So if I want to go ahead and send Ripples to my friend, the other wallet, I'll go ahead and send 10 Ripples and go ahead and confirm that transaction. Now the distributed system is going through a process of consensus. It just reached consensus, so that payment now has been made. That payment is permanent. It cannot be reversed. So merchants will like that. And again, there's no central authority behind that. Let's say I want to, let me show you in my wallet. I've got some other currencies. I want to send another one. Notice that I've also got Bitcoin in my Ripple wallet. Again, Ripple is multi-currency, and it's interoperable to Bitcoin. So you can use your Ripple wallet, you can use the Ripple network to also send Bitcoins. Let me show you how that works real briefly. So again, I'll send my friend, this time a payment in Bitcoin. I'll choose a small amount because Bitcoins are expensive. And it's going to calculate paths. And as you can see, I've got a number of currencies I can send. I'm going to go ahead and send Bitcoin. My friend will receive Bitcoin. Confirm that transaction. System's going through a process of consensus. Once again, reached consensus. So what I just did basically is I sent Bitcoin off the Bitcoin blockchain. So instead of waiting 10 minutes that you must in the Bitcoin paradigm, I sent Bitcoins instantly. One of my friends said, well, look, I don't like any of these new math-based currencies, Ripple or Bitcoin. I operate in dollars, just send me $1. Well, I can do that because I have a number of currencies, including dollars, in my wallet. I'll go ahead and send my friend $1. Again, we are totally multi-currency. Notice it's going to calculate a variety of options that I can send it in. So the merchant's going to get $1, and I can send whatever I want. So maybe I do actually want to use my XRP, my Ripples. I'll go ahead and send Ripples. My friend will get $1. It's going through, again, a process of consensus. And it did clear. So my friend received the $1. I sent Ripples. Everybody is happy in this situation. How did that happen? Well, it's because Ripple has a built-in, maybe the world's first, distributed currency exchange. So anybody in the world can put a bid-ask on any currency pair from any issuer as they please. And I'll show you a little bit more on how that looks. As you may have seen when I was calculating other currencies, it was trying to find a pathway. Ripples are the native currency. They don't need pathways. But any other currency, including Bitcoin, needs gateways and pathways. And I know this is a complicated concept, but essentially that looks like what you're seeing right here, which is a gateway. Let me bring this up one more time. Okay, so that's a gateway with pathways. And like any financial network, you can send a payment to anybody who has a trust relationship with that particular financial network. And this can be expanded, so I can expand that to see what the other trust paths of other networks are. You can kind of picture these as two separate payment networks. And of course, then when I'm making a payment, let's go ahead and put $50 in here. I'll make a payment in this network in dollars. I'll go ahead and pay that in Swiss francs. And you should see that payment move between these networks. And there it goes. So that makes sense. Just like any payment network, if you have a trust path, you can make a payment. But what if there was no trust path between these two payment networks? In this example, there is no direct connection. That's not a problem in Ripple. And this is maybe the biggest advantage of the Ripple system, is that it federates the payment systems of the world. So I can go ahead and execute a payment between these networks in a currency that does not have a direct trust path. And go ahead and do that. We should see that clear. And there it goes. So we think that's maybe the biggest opportunity with Ripple. It federates the world's payment systems, and that's what we're particularly excited about. So we are actively looking for partners. We're looking for gateway partners. We're also looking for software developers that can develop other applications on the Ripple network. It's an open protocol. We don't charge fees to use our system. You don't have to license anything with us. Look at Ripple like HTTP for money. Thank you very much.